Growing up, I used to always play a game called Sonic Mega Collection on my PS2. This was honestly the main way I got to play the older Sonic games, because the only other two I had at the time were Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. I sucked at most games at this time because, I was pretty young, but with the classic Sonic games, man, I really sucked. I would be able to get past the first zone, but after that, the game was over. But fuck it, I was still having fun. Anyway, long story short, our PS2 doesn't work anymore, so I wasn't able to ever play those games again. Until years later with the announcement of Sonic Origins. I got hype as hell. I was like, hell yeah, I get my games again. Keep in mind the classic Sonic style is like my favorite. I didn't really like 3D Sonics. Fuck Sonic Colors. Anyway, yeah, I get my classic Sonics back. I pre-ordered the game and it was pretty fun. I don't know, Origins didn't have that same charm as Mega Collection. I beat the 4 main games, then I got a Platinum Trophy for this one, so I think I played enough for, a good review. But now there's DLC that includes Amy as a playable character in like 14 Game Gear games, I think. So, I bought it. Now I want to see if it was worth my money. The way this video is going to work is I'm going to review, the 4 main titles, then I'll go over like the Game Gear shit. Sounds good? I know it does. Now let's start this shit. Alright, so Sonic 1's level design is... Okay, it's not all bad. Like, Green Hill is good. And that's it. Okay, let's just go over every level real quick. We all know Green Hill is good. Sure, it's probably hated now because Green Hill made an appearance in like every Sonic game that released in the last 50 years or something. I don't fucking know. But come on, guys. We have to give the Green Hill and Sonic 1 its credit since it was the first. I feel like everyone who talks about Sonic 1 talks about how good Green Hill is, then forgets about the rest of the game. And honestly, I kinda don't blame them. The next zone is Marble Shit Ass, and it's not that good. It's slow, it's cheap, all that shit that's usually associated with the rest of Sonic 1. Something I feel that helps Sonic 1 feel slow as fuck is the fact that there's 3 acts. But hey, it's the first in the series, so I'll cut it some slack. Anyway, next zone is Spring Yard Zone. This one's okay. I feel like this one still doesn't focus on speed as much as platforming, but the platforming isn't as slow and boring as Marble Zone. Speaking of slow and boring, we have Labyrinth Zone. It's a water level in a 2D Sonic game. It sucks. The music doesn't though, this shit's groovy. The water makes Sonic slow as all hell, cause the creator thought hedgehogs couldn't swim for some dumbass reason. Luckily the next zone isn't bad. I like Starlight Zone. There's actually some speed here. You know what Sonic is supposed to be about. Sonic 1 really blue-balled us with Green Hill, bruh. They were like, hey, this game fun, huh? Going fast is fun? Well, fuck you. The final zone, Scrap Brain, was okay too. Well, the first 2 acts anyway. I don't know why the 3rd act has to put us back in fucking Labyrinth Zone. I guess it's one final fuck you before the game ends, because the final boss was easy as hell. And that was Sonic 1. It was okay. It honestly just felt like a chore to beat. The only thing that kept me going, like that made me actually want to finish it, was so that it can be over and I can play some fun games, like Sonic CD. Actually, I don't remember if this one was fun or not. Whatever, let's just play it. So I'm sure y'all know the deal, the time travel aspect to this game. It's cool. You get different music for past, present, and future. And let me tell y'all, Sonic CD got some straight up jams. Well, the Japanese soundtrack. I haven't really heard the American one. Palm Tree Panic was a cool little stage. It's a tropical Green Hill. I don't think that makes sense. Next is Collision Chaos, and I don't really know what I'm looking at, to be honest. It's a little chaotic. So I can tell this game's level design is more for exploring, and by exploring you're rewarded with areas to go fast, which, okay, it's not the worst thing. Tidal Tempest is our water level. Ooh, that can be bad. But this is not that bad. Sure, the water is slow, but I mean, it's whatever. Like, what do you expect? I beat Sonic CD again literally a day before writing this part of the script, and I still forgot about Quartz Quadrant. So, that should say enough. Wacky Workbench is a pile of ass cheeks. The stupid bouncy shit is annoying. Luckily, Stardust Speedway is pretty damn fun. It's crazy in like a good way. Then we ended off with the race against Metal Sonic. That was pretty badass. The final zone is Metallic Madness, and this was another good one. I think it does a great job as a final level. You know, the final boss is absolute shit though. And that was Sonic CD. It's fun. A little on the short side, but you know, it's fun. It's different from the other 2D Sonics as far as like visuals and shit goes. Anyway, let's do Sonic 2. I already know I like this one. Now, Sonic 2 is damn near perfect. Emerald Hill is a blast. It keeps up with the speed just like Green Hill. Here we'll notice that Sonic 2 got rid of 3 acts per stage, which does wonders for the overall pacing. It ends before it gets too stale, aka the levels don't drag on for eternity, like on Sonic 1. Also different from Sonic 1 is Sonic 2's second zone doesn't kill the speed. Chemical Plant is a great fucking zone. This was the zone I would get stuck on as a kid, and that was because of the lean. But I'm cool now, and I can beat this stage with 0 deaths. Aquatic Ruin Zone is the water level, but it again surpasses Sonic 1 in every way, because if you're good, you can go the whole level without touching the damn water. Casino Night is... it's kind of boo-boo. I don't like gambling. Sorry, guys. Plus, I suck at this level, so sorry, Amy. You're now $1 million in debt. Hilltop is a more traditional looking zone, you know, grassy fields. Except there's lava now, which I guess is cool. Not much to say about this one, honestly. So let's go to the next, which is Mystic Motherfucking Cave, bitch. Now this is a level. I only get hyped because when the music starts, I can't help myself. That shit is banging. Pause. The actual level, though, you know, it's great. So far, the level design for Sonic 2 is phenomenal. Oil Ocean takes you to Houston, Texas. I'm guessing that because we're in a refinery and yeah, how is this place not blowing up? Oil is a flammable and dangerous material when not used with the proper care. You know, like just fucking dumping it everywhere. Like, come on, bro, where's the safety guy? Now, remember when I said Sonic 2 was damn near perfect? Well, now we're gonna get to the reason that it's not perfect. Metropolis Zone fucking blows. This level is all of Sonic's flaws into one. For whatever dumbass reason, they decided to make it 3 acts. Like, okay, dude. It has cheap-ass enemy placements. Like, how was I supposed to see this coming, dude? Pause. Fuck. Oh my. It stops your speed with these fucking screws. And oh my lord, these starfish. Anyway, fuck that place. Now we gotta fly. And, it sure is cool. This is boring. Take me to the next area, please. Actually, never mind. Fuck the next stage. I got lost for some reason. Now let's do the final boss, and never mind. I don't want to do it anymore. So, yeah. The end of Sonic 2 is ass, but it's still a fun-ass game. Now to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Alright, now this was definitely the game I played the most in the Mega Collection. It was mainly the and Knuckles part, because I liked Knuckles. Of course, I never passed it when I was young. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this, so let's just play. Alright, so we start off with Angel Island, and this is a great opening level. So much nostalgia, because, you know, this was the level I would play the most. This level is cool because everything burns, which reminds us that egg ass is bad. Next zone is Hydro City, and it's a fun zone. You know, you get this hand shit, there's water. Can you tell I'm running out of things to say? Marble Garden fucking sucks. I don't even know where we are, like, bruh. What even is a garden? Carnival Night is a cool little level. Act 2 is definitely better than Act 1, even though Knuckles floods the place. Like, what a fucking dickhead. Ice Cap is Sonic's first icy adventure, I think. For an ice level, it's actually pretty enjoyable. And I usually don't like ice platform levels. Launch Base is okay. I don't remember much of it, if I'm being honest. Mushroom Hill Zone. Now this is a level. I have no idea why I like this one so much. Even when I was a kid, this level was just... it was just cool. Flying Battery is a hard-ass stage. The music is nice. Being on an airship is cool. The first act of Sandopolis is okay. It's just a desert level. Act 2 is a little more interesting because, you know, it gets dark and there's ghosts. I love Lava Reef. Mainly Act 2. Like, this place is beautiful. Act 1 is still fun, though. Don't get me wrong. So... I know we all know by now that Sonic 3 came out unfinished, so Sega released the and Knuckles part later. Well, I think the and Knuckles zones are better than Sonic 3 ones. I just felt like putting that out there. Hidden Palace Zone is basically just an area to beat the shit out of Knuckles' dumbass. Then we whoop him so bad that he helps us get to Sky Sanctuary, where we go and we fight this robot Sonic, not Metal Sonic or Silver Sonic, but this fuckhead. Then our final act is Death Egg Zone, which is pretty unique because we go upside down. And that's a really shitty summary of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. What I really like about this one is the fact that it really does feel like one big adventure. In the other games, the levels felt kind of disconnected from each other, but not here. We got cool little transitions every time we change zones. Alright, so those are the 4 main games in this Sonic compilation. The footage you all have been seeing is in the mode called Anniversary Mode. Basically, they made a few changes to these classic games. They made them widescreen. You can play as Knuckles, Tails, and Amy in any of the games. They also give Sonic the drop dash, or whatever it's called. They take away lives and instead add these coins that you can use in the museum, or you can use them to restart special stages in Anniversary Mode. But if you want something a little more old school, then worry not, my friends. We have Classic Mode. Now, when I first saw this mode, I thought, oh, cool. It's gonna be the original games, and they're gonna play exactly how they did on the Genesis. Yeah, no, they got Anniversary Mode, made the screen smaller, took away the coins, and brought back the lives. So it's not the original games emulated, but it's just Anniversary Mode mimicking the classic games, if that makes sense. It's not really a problem, I just kind of wanted to put that out there. There's 2 other modes that I only clicked on for the footage for this exact moment. They're Mirror Mode and Boss Rush. Mirror Mode basically flips the game. That's kind of it. Boss Rush is just fighting the bosses one after another. Yeah, this mode strikes me as, I don't fucking know what else to put in this game, so fuck it, Boss Rush, bitch. Cause like Sonic's bosses are kinda ass cheeks, so yeah. Finally, we have Mission Mode. I spent a good amount of time here, as you can see, only to get the Platinum Trophy. It was honestly kind of fun, but not really that challenging if I'm being honest. Also, I didn't do all of them because the trophy didn't need me to. In other words, I only bothered with these missions because I had to. So the Plus DLC added some more games from the Game Gear. Okay, so I find this really interesting because most of the games are a piece of Sonic history I never got to experience. However, the only one I'm probably going to complete is Sonic the Hedgehog, the Game Gear one. It's so cool to see an 8-bit Sonic game. Sure, it's simple, but it plays pretty good for a handheld game that came out way back when. I feel like the other regular playing Sonic games sacrifice performance for looks. So yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about. Let's keep this outro short and sweet. This game was a pretty good compilation for someone who just wants to experience these classic games. I'm sure some fucking Sonic nerd is gonna leave a comment on how this is the worst game ever made, but I don't care. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to get the next video out faster, but honestly, I don't even have the next game picked out. So yeah, it might take me a minute. Jeez. Anyway, I'm out of here.